Now, this would not be that bad of a story if it wasn't for one small detail.
There was someone on the toilet.
He instantly realized what he was sitting on did not feel like a plastic toilet seat.
You, bro.
And when he looked down, he noticed a pair of feet which did not belong to him right in between his own. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles. So excited to be in the studio tonight with you all. Joining me, Buddy Jenkins and Pastor Cole Clark. Welcome back to the show, you two. You guys have been on together, which has been fun. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
And decided we needed to do it again. So here we are.
Here we are.
Ready for more.
Run it back.
We're
Ready for more Youth Group Chronicles.
Me and Buddy live Youth Group Chronicles.
I do have to make an announcement. This is pretty cool.
Outside of
We have not figured out how to let people know that we're going live. No matter how many different ways we've done it, it has never been a perfect system. But we have a brand new feature on our website. You can go to ygcpodcast.com/updates and sign up for our notification list where you'll get a text message soon. And then also we're doing email notifications right now. So you know every time that we go live.
Come on now.
And you can be there because people are always asking,
Come on now.
when are you going Instagram live? We are live right now. We have a bunch of people on with us. And you'll probably hear some comments throughout the night. But that's how you can do it. That's the best way to always know when Youth Group Chronicles is going to be live. So ygcpodcast.com/updates. It's our little announcement for you all. But we will start this off with a story from Josh. He said, I had a student ask if we did bag checks before going to summer camp. Caught off guard by the question, I just lied and said yes. After camp, it was discovered that this student's grandma had told him to take a gun to camp with him, but he was afraid it would get found, so he ended up leaving it at home.
So, note to self, always say there's a bag check.
Always say there's a bag
lie
check.
about the bag check.
There's a bag check.
You gotta keep that thing on.
Got to keep it on.
Grandma, I'm going to keep that. Open up.
I don't know what Grandma thought
Not
was going to
Grandma.
happen, but
Listen,
Not grandma with gray
hand
hair
this down, dude.
and a ponytail.
Keep that thing
Nah,
on.
son, if there's anything I could tell you to never leave behind, better keep that thing on.
You're
Better to
9
have
mil.
it and not need it, and need it and not have it.
Grandma, it's a Christian camp. You never know. Son.
Never know.
You never know. Honestly, though, from hearing the other stories we've had,
Not surprising.
honestly, I might have to keep that thing on me at all times. Too.
Listen,
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
true.
go at all times.
That is true. But if anyone asks you if you do bag checks, now you know.
Bag
Just
check.
lie about it.
Yup.
You always got to do bag checks, just period. Anyways,
That is a fact for sure. This is a story from Tyler. Tyler said, after some games at youth group, we were all muddy and needed to clean up before dinner. Keep in mind, our room was connected to a random church with students that we didn't know. As I was finishing up my shower, I went to start drying off. But as I was drying off my leg, I lost my balance and grabbed the door to catch myself. Little did I know that the locks in this very old dorm building didn't work very well. So I fell butt naked into a room of students that we didn't know.
oh,
To make it worse, because there were limited showers and we were in a rush, they were all sitting by the door waiting to take their turn.
Stop lying, bro. You ever heard those people who are like, yeah, I accidentally had sex. It's like, accidentally? It was an accident. This is that guy. I accidentally slipped, hit the doorknob, lost my towel, fell out naked, and everyone was at the door. Come on. I'm just saying, a little suspicious.
Nah, if that's true, that's that P.
That
No
was
Diddy.
Facts.
It was
That's that no Diddy.
Either this is some Diddy activity.
Silas
That
said
wasn't-
Drake's cousin.
This is
Oh
either
my-
Diddy activity or God trying to judge you. I don't know.
That's a wild way to
Humility.
Yeah, that's a wild way to
Humility.
receive
Nah,
judgment.
that's not biblical.
Yep, they're always going to remember it. He's on a
Humility.
list now,
Humility.
quite possibly. I think people are with you. I don't think
What was his name?
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Tyler. Mhm.
That
Check
sounds
him
like
out.
a Tyler thing.
Check
to
him
do.
out. Check out who Tyler is. Yeah, we got an address. Copy. FBI.
100%
They're
on
on
the
it.
That's crazy.
They watch this podcast.
Nah, watch this podcast.
They do.
This is from Diego. Diego said,
That's a fire name.
for youth group, we do this activity where students write down the bad things they've done and then nail them to a cross. One time, a boy stepped forward to nail his paper, but afterwards, he returned to his seat crying.
Ooh.
We thought it was because he was moved by the illustration, So our youth leader went to pray with him. When he finished praying, the student asked if he could go to the bathroom. Turns out, the boy was crying because he had hurt his finger trying to nail a piece of paper to the cross.
Gotta die daily.
You gotta give a little something.
Sacrifice.
I want to know when he brought that up to the youth pastor. Was that like mid prayer?
Right.
Because he's like went over to pray for him. Kid's like sobbing.
Youth pastor had a word.
I
just feel like this moment is really impactful for you. I feel like it's painful, but it's a good pain. It's a growing pain. It's a growing pain.
Have you ever hit your hand with a hammer or your finger?
Yes.
Probably.
I also, one time I was using, those ratchet screwdrivers? Just imagine it if you don't know what they look like. All right, I'm using this ratchet screwdriver and they're mad heavy. And I'm like putting my hand down and it slipped and perfectly landed right on my nail and just went straight through my nail, like all the way, top heavy. I literally was hurt for like 10 minutes. Like, not like I was hurt for a minute.
Like the tip of your fingers are so sensitive too. Yeah. On top of the nail.
Like, because I was hurt for a week and it didn't heal for like a month. But I was like in grabbing the armchair pain, punching a wall pain for at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, I have 100% hit my fingers with a hammer many times. That hurts. But you know what also hurts is when you're drilling something and you're like this and the drill slips.
Stop.
Yeah. Because you're always putting like a lot of pressure
to
make sure you don't strip the screw. Been there, done that.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
It's happened to Sam more than once. He didn't learn from the first time.
This is a story from Tanner. Tanner said, we kept finding red spots on the carpet in the kids' church area at our church. We never knew what it was or where it came from.
That's bad. Something you should figure out right away.
The children never did any painting, and no one else was using the space during the week. But we still kept finding red spots for weeks on end. One evening, I had to work really late and went upstairs to this kids' area to put some things away. To my surprise, I found out the youth pastor was hosting a weekly fight club with his buddies, and I walked in on them literally beating each other senseless in this kid's wing. Why?
I feel like they should have put in a room request. At least.
Well, why use the kids' wing to do Fight Club though? But I don't even. All right,
because they're getting back to their childlike nature, buddy.
But why use the kids' wing? Why use the church to do like, yo, let's set up a fight club.
Sounds like something.
Let's do it at the church, but not only at the church, in the kids' wing.
You know how people get with churches though.
Why do people get with
come
churches?
On, the church is here to serve the community. And then like every room turns into an activity room. And then you're having Fight Club.
Someone said just beating the sin out. That's wild.
Just letting the anger go.
This is a beef that went all the way back.
It does sound a little fun.
It's a Sunday school beef.
Is that they said first rule we don't talk about Fight Club? That's a movie quote, right?
Yeah, it's from Fight Club.
Dang.
Sam wasn't allowed to watch that.
No.
Sam's catching up.
On a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie though.
I don't think I've seen Fight Club.
No. You should watch. It's honestly really good.
It's probably not.
A+ plot.
It's not.
Who's the actor?
It's not like a vulgar movie.
It's not that bad.
No. I know. I believe Brad Pitt's in it. I forgot the other dude's name. No, the other dude is was it Edward Norton who played Hulk? Or he played Bruce Banner in one of the. Never mind.
Oh, in Bat? No. That's Bruce Wayne.
But his name's Edward Norton, I believe.
I don't think
I know Brad Pitt's in it. Though.
I'll just have to go look. If it's not good, I'm letting you know.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Yes. Like Boys in the Hood.
I don't even know what that is. That's a movie too?
Yeah.
That's a hood classic. That's a classic period, honestly.
All right. We're going to move on real quick to our mailbag. We have a couple questions that people send in. We're told we're not allowed to call the other name. The unmentionable. People will know.
Someone's going to put it in the
Someone also
comments
said
so
your hat is clean. Who is it?
They said you got a clean hat.
Yeah, they really like your hat, by the way.
Wow. Thank you.
Emmanuel, thank you for joining the live. They said this is their first one. All right. First question is, this is, I don't even know the name. I can't even pronounce it. But they said, what is the creepiest thing you've experienced or heard about at a church or retreat? So think back to youth group. Is there anything that comes to mind that a kid did that was like really wild? I have one while you guys are thinking. Wow. When we went to retreat at the camp. So we took a bunch of kids. I don't know if I was there, but I heard about this story. There was a girl that was obsessed with Pastor Cody. Obsessed. To the point, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't she like going, there's like the retreat center had like a downstairs dorm and then upstairs was where the leaders would stay and there was like big windows. Wasn't she going upstairs trying to find him and was like looking through windows and stuff? Multiple times. Very, very creepy. And Mindy was like saying she was going to like fight this kid. She didn't. But she was pissed because
she didn't.
Yeah, I past curfew. Looking for prayer.
That's
is what
how
she
you
was.
get in.
Oh my God.
That's how you get in anywhere. Do not enter. I need prayer. I know it says hallway closed, but I need prayer.
They've gotten Pastor Cody on the prayer tip before.
Lucas wants to know if she tried to pop his toes. No, did not go that far. Would she have tried? Maybe. I don't know. I was trying to think of that one. That's the creepiest thing that I know was that girl was obsessed.
Crazy.
Yeah. Creepy.
I don't got nothing creepy.
Heard or experienced. Anything come to mind? I think that's all we got.
I've literally been on like 2 church retreats in my life, and they were both at
youth group. Have you had any creepy kids come to youth group that just were weird?
I mean, like, there's a lot of creepy people that come to church. Period.
Youth group.
Like
youth
stories.
Dang, I don't know. Creepy.
The worst thing.
Maybe the words is tripping them. Maybe it's just like weird.
Weird. I think the worst thing is like we'll remember it like tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be like in bed tonight, like, that one time.
I don't know.
Dang,
we've had some sketch individuals come in.
We have.
Like, there's a lot of people who just look creepy, but then you just meet them and you're like, oh, you just.
All right. So we don't have anything come to mind. We have that one. That's the only one we could think of. So thankfully, we have dodged a bullet. This is from Riley. Riley said, okay, if you had to pick high school girls, high school boys, middle school boys, or middle school girls, who gets in more trouble in youth group? Or who causes the most chaos?
That's so easy.
Do you
think we could say it at the same time? Do you think we could?
I'm going to say it at the same time.
You really think?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
3,
Give us kind of
2, 1.
Middle school boys. Oh my goodness!
3
I knew
for
it.
3.
I knew it. I knew it.
Hands down, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's definitely middle school boys by far.
Middle school girls are a close second.
Yeah,
middle school.
I don't know if that was the option in there, but
it was. So there was high
boys
school girls, high school boys.
Yeah.
I think what it is with high school boys, or not high school, middle school, they have no concept of boundaries.
None.
And
they're on the million.
Or like when enough is enough.
Yes. Right. See, the dynamic, it's like this. It's like you got middle school boys, they're the worst. Because they're like on a million, hyper, and then also there's the middle school girls that are there. So they're on a million and hyper because the middle school girls
just got interested in girls.
Then if you don't do a split middle school, high school, then they're even more on a million because the high schoolers are there.
Yeah.
So now they're like high schoolers, the girls I like, and older girls. Brother,
it's a real life large sensory box for them. Like this is everything they could want in one room.
Everything that they could want. They're like, I'm gonna
and they're just coming to that place in life where they're like, I don't know what I want, but I know I have an opinion. so everything you say, they got something about it, or they're standing up for something.
They know everything.
Oh, they know everything.
I think I dodged having to have a middle school group. I think when I was a group leader, it was like 9th to 10th graders from what I remember. So I dodged that bullet. But it was always chaos. That was the biggest problem was middle school
That's where
boys.
me and Buddy started.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah,
I feel like you had the hardest.
I tell people, I'm like, I feel like I've done all age groups.
Oh yeah,
if you can do middle school,
if you can do middle school, you could do anybody. No, because they're like the rate in like the in between. If you could do middle school, you can do young kids to adults.
Yeah,
if you could do middle school,
because what's worse than a little kid? Little kids can be bad, and you're like, oh, they're bad. We just got to teach them. I mean, and sometimes it's too hard, right? They're just like, oh, you expect them to be bad. But then all of a sudden, it's like middle schoolers, it's like they were good a year ago.
This is like their first lick of freedom, it seems like. And they're like, oh, I'm in.
And they're honest. I'm like, I don't care.
Their voices change. They sound like little menaces.
Barker said, coming from a middle schooler, we're just hyped for Jesus. Okay.
Coming from an adult, that's what you call it. That's what you call it, hype for Jesus. Hey, listen, I'm not going to knock you. Maybe you're a real sanctified middle schooler.
yeah.
But you know your peers are a little wild.
Yeah.
That is true. Someone just said
Prove
the
that
middle
point.
school boys find something to do or say that they think is funny, and then they just do it over and over. Yeah, they don't know when to. I think that's it. They don't know when to stop.
Social. They're still learning social cues.
Social
Like
cues,
that middle
social
schooler.
etiquette.
It was like, I just want to say on behalf of middle schoolers, we're never wrong.
Yeah.
We
and,
love
and it
Jesus.
doesn't matter. You could be midst of the most sacred moment. They don't care.
They'll be like,
Caitlin, no, they don't. Go away.
Yeah,
Caitlin
they
says middle schoolers just bring entertainment.
hey, we love them. We love them. And when you weaponize the middle, but when you win a middle schooler, like when you win them on your side, it's over.
That is true.
It's over. They're culture carriers to the max.
And they
Like,
bring them everybody.
everybody.
They have a mob.
You be like,
They don't
we're
got no
facts.
cars.
Come on.
No nothing.
But they
Easiest
get there
group
But
of
they
somehow.
get everybody.
Everybody. Easiest. Man, they are the epitome of making things happen.
Yes.
Like you'll be like, we're playing tag. Like they're still young enough that those things are like, because I watch high schoolers and they'll surprise you with how lit they get about things. Like you'll start playing tag and then all the high schoolers will start playing and they're like, oh, well, this is fun. And you're like, I would have never thought this was fun. But middle schoolers, they're still not ashamed. So you're like, we're playing
all.
tag and they got the whole block out. They're like, we're about to go play
Everybody.
tag. 20 people pulling up, walking, scootering.
Yeah.
We got kids that will scooter like 10 miles, like to show up for youth group. Because we're doing dodgeball before youth group. Like that's, yeah.
Vic
a
says they
blessing.
just want to test us for real. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
they want to see where the line is.
They
Trying
are
to figure it
intense.
All right, so our vote unanimously was at the same time.
Yep.
Middle school boys, 100%.
Middle school boys.
And let us know if you think the same thing, whether you're listening to this down the road. Middle school boys, middle school girls, high school boys,
One middle
or
school
high
boy in
school.
the chat. I just love Jesus.
This is a story from Liam. On the final night of a youth conference, the pastor at the pinnacle of his sermon had leaders open 5 boxes with monarch butterflies in them.
Wow.
These butterflies erupted from the boxes and captured everyone's attention as he was delivering his final point. However, the butterflies went straight toward the spotlights mounted on the ceiling that had been running at full tilt all night long. With a series of pops, the butterflies combusted and disintegrated instantaneously as soon as they touched the bulbs.
They made it to heaven. That was the final sermon example.
They said, this
I can
how-
just
this
imagine-
how fast life comes and goes.
And it's like those butterflies here today, going
It's
tomorrow.
like you're set free and you see the light.
the
and
pivot
it's over.
in that sermon, way left.
He thought it was about new life. He turned it into sin.
Yeah.
It looks bright. It looks
It
beautiful.
looks good.
And it kills you.
The
Dang.
Bible says the Satan comes like an angel of light.
He's an angel of light.
Free confetti is wild, Caleb.
That's crazy.
That's gross, actually.
Yeah,
I bet it
that's wild.
smelled. I
Forbidden
wonder what a burnt
popcorn?
butterfly
Are you the
smells
pat, 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 pat?
like. Facts.
Wild
Free
ribbon.
fireworks.
All I'm picturing is just like, it literally probably looked like confetti.
Yeah.
And then you just like smoke.
Like you're on the
coming
front row.
Oh.
Ew.
Dodging
You know
the
you're
phone.
getting
Smelling
like,
burning
Oh,
bugs.
the
legs
guest
on
speaker.
you.
There's a guest speaker that's speaking tomorrow. Oh no, guest speaker that stayed late to watch the sermon. Oh,
Oh.
getting smacked with butterfly parts just flying.
Not butterfly party. That's crazy.
10 minutes left.
It's not a conference if one sermon example don't go wrong.
Absolutely
You're not a
right.
youth pastor. unless
Absolutely right.
Every other one goes.
The smell is probably insane.
Yeah, that
Oh,
probably
I
smells
pro-
wild.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Burning-
what does a burnt butterfly smell like?
this is going to sound really
Sam
morbid.
knows exactly
about
what
to
it
say
smells like.
Have you ever
No.
magnifying glass
Insect?
burned an insect?
No,
No?
no. I've literally never owned a magnifying glass
Yeah,
in my
me.
life.
Have
Like,
you
that
ever
was
started?
something I-
Okay. Well, you haven't owned.
That was
so
something
you
I
couldn't have
like
done this, but
tried to steal from the class because my mom wanted to buy me one.
let me know if I'm
I just
alone
don't
in
really
this.
care to know.
Essentially, you can take a magnifying glass and position it just right where the sun shines through it, and you can light something on fire. So it's
Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
And growing up, we'd have these like caterpillar infestations,
Mm.
and it was just, it sounds really bad, but
Yeah,
like
no.
serial killer vibes. But I would go out in the yard and like
Like the ones that
Fry
were
them.
like the furry, the
Yes.
hairy ones.
And then they
Yeah, I don't
do
know
the-
what's up around here, but there's a ton of those.
you know what? I haven't seen those in years.
They're like
But-
they're
It's
like,
like they
thick.
hang from the trees, right?
well,
Yeah,
they would
yeah.
have like a white pocket nest in a tree, and growing up, we used to have them every summer. I haven't seen them since. Like thinking back, it's been years since that's
Global
happened. But
warming.
they would eat the trees. Yeah, probably
Oh,
right.
yeah.
But
Moths. Those were
climate
moths.
change.
I can imagine. Yes, you're probably right. The smell is yeah. I deserve a Birkenstock vacation. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm not alone. Someone else has done it. Cardboard boxes.
Oh, yeah, I think that's pretty common.
I think you guys just had a sheltered childhood. Is what it was.
No, I feel like because we didn't have a sheltered childhood, we found other things to do than burn insects alive. That's like the start of a psychopath's life, of a serial killer.
Where did it all start? In the driveway with a
In the driveway.
It just shows a kid,
magnifying
just
glass.
his nose up, eyebrows. Then it flashes back, and he's just like.
That's crazy.
His sister's like, not the butterfly.
All right, we are going to try something new.
Oh,
We're gonna premiere it with you two.
okay.
So I have a story ready.
Oh,
And I am going surprise. Right?
Surprise.
not another one.
I am going to read the first couple sentences. And then you both will take a turn giving our audience the direction that you think that this story is going to go. Okay? Your best guess. And then I'll read the story for everybody. Okay? So this is from Michaela. She said, my brother is very handy and likes to play with fire and knives, etc.
Ben Moss.
Within 2 hours of being at youth camp one summer, the camp director was urgently called by one of the other churches that was there. Where do you think the story is going to go? What do you think the next segment of the story is?
Fire and knives.
Kid likes to play with fire.
And
All of a sudden, the camp director is called by one of the other camps, one of the other leaders, or one of the churches that's there.
Boom. Tommy wanted to show the kids that this week he made a knife that had flint with it and he could light himself his own fire. But what ended up happening is he accidentally lit the whole brush fire on fire and one of the cabins started burning.
Okay. Buddy, best guess.
I'm gonna go similar route, but I'm gonna go like a portion of the forest.
That's good.
Someone just commented, the goldfish dies. There is
That's
an 80% chance that's exactly what's about to happen. Someone says he burned down the building or dorms.
Wait, he likes playing with
He lit a
fire, or did you say fireworks?
fire and knives.
Fire and knives.
Yep. So this is I'll give you the answer here. My brother is very handy and likes to play with fire and knives, etc. Within 2 hours of being at youth camp one summer, the camp director was urgently called by one of the other churches. Come to find out, my brother had taught his friends how to make flamethrowers, and they were running around catching the grass on fire at this youth camp.
So it was like worse and better.
Yeah, it got worse in the beginning, but thankfully nothing actually burned down, like a cabin or a building.
Smokey, I thought Smokey the Bear was about to pop out.
Little axe spray flamethrower.
Flamethrower is wild. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, with like a.
I've been too scared.
I also threw
to
an
be honest.
axe can in a fire.
That's
One of
really
the
dangerous.
most memorable moments, though, because you don't know where it's gonna go.
It could
But
slit
it's
your
a big
throat.
boom. Yeah, you just watch
Just
it.
dodge it.
Just make sure.
I
I didn't really think about all that. I just threw it in.
My parents drilled that into me when I was like
ways to
a
die.
kid. Never throw a can in the fire.
Well,
I
this
know a
one
story
went
of a guy who
straight
got
up.
his neck slit because of it.
This one
Nah,
went straight
no,
up.
God, that's good.
Yeah, so I've always been scared. This is probably one of the craziest stories that I've ever heard on this show. Maybe it's not to everybody else, but we'll find out. This is from Evan. Evan said, on a mission trip to Mexico, one student in particular had been struggling with the spicy food. One morning, to this kid's dismay, the group found out that they would be getting on a bus to drive to a building project that was more than an hour away.
Okay.
After breakfast and a stop at the bathroom, he thought he had a grip on the situation before boarding the bus. About a half an hour in, he started to get the rumbles in his stomach, but he didn't want to stop the bus and compose himself enough to keep riding. About an hour in, he was starting to not do so well. They were so close to the location that he figured he could just make a beeline for the nearest toilet as soon as the group was let off the bus. To his relief, as the bus came to a stop at this construction site, he spotted a porta potty. Unfortunately for him, though, the youth pastor announced that they would be doing a safety instructions meeting and job assignments first thing after getting off the bus. And that was because this was an active job site and no one could go anywhere until they had finished the briefing. During the entirety of this meeting, he stood towards the back of the group with the corner of his eye on this porta potty. As soon as the group was dismissed, he dashed toward this glorious porta potty and the relief that would be found inside. In his speed and reckless abandon, he grabbed the door with one fluid motion, almost as if he had practiced it, swung it open, and then with one hand dropped his pants, and with the other he sat down and released everything that was in his system.
I already know.
Now, this would not be that bad of a story if it wasn't for one small detail.
There was someone on the toilet.
He instantly realized that what he was sitting on did not feel like a plastic toilet seat.
Wow. You, bro. This is too crazy, bro.
And when he looked down, he noticed a pair of feet which did not belong to him right in between his own. No. Apparently, one of the girls from his youth group.
No, it's from the youth, and you can't even leave them behind. It's from the youth group. Yo.
Apparently, one of the girls from his youth group did not listen to the instructions and had made her way over to the porta potty before the safety briefing was finished. And this kid, to his complete horror, had just pooped all over this unfortunate girl's lap. Now, you might ask, why didn't she lock the door? Apparently, in his adrenaline poop-filled rage, he pulled the door so hard it broke the lock.
Yo.
And he was so focused on getting relief that he didn't bother to look out for anyone else on the toilet.
Yo. I'm leaving that church immediately.
If that happened to you or if you were the person that did it.
Both. Both.
Yo, imagine the ride home. And imagine it's like signed seats.
Imagine
so she's
being
like
the youth pastor.
right across from like, dang, yo, how you even apologize? Like, yo, I'm sorry.
I don't even know.
There is no
See,
like, how do you
apology.
like, yo, listen.
Now there's a guy and a girl in a porta potty, both screaming. You're the youth pastor.
Pants down.
You're like
Pants down.
pants on the ground, looking like a fool. You come up, you're expecting. I mean, if I'm listening, I'm thinking, oh no, we got two youth kids fooling around the porta potty. You open up, just poop everywhere.
Everywhere, like
they both got no pants on, poop all over.
You thinking like, dang, how do you even explain this?
I'm resigning.
Yeah, nah,
What
that's
do you tell the parents? How did you let this happen? My
How
daughter
do you
got
clean
me.
up?
Hey, like,
How
what
do
do
you
you
clean up?
do?
You're at a construction site.
Hey.
But then you're like on a field trip, poop, diarrhea all over you, so you know it's running down you. So you know what's on her clothes. You know what's on his clothes.
You're in a different country. You're in Mexico, dude. Like, you drove an hour to get to this spot.
And you know it's hot.
Dude,
And you know it.
You think they just have a spare shower on the construction site?
No. Who
You
has
think
that?
you brought extra clothes? You were planning on getting dirty, so it's not like you brought.
You got
over.
dirty, all right.
And then it's over.
No,
and then
it's
what do you
over.
do? Do you continue to go on with the field trip, or do you make everyone go back?
The whole trip's ruined. That's just how it is.
Someone
The
said
youth pastor's
that's a weird
resigning.
purpling situation.
Yeah, that's
The kids are leaving. The youth pastor's resigning. How do you even handle that?
How
call
do you
as a youth
navigate
pastor?
Yeah, the
this?
I'm
field
gonna add
trip's
that.
over.
I'm gonna add that. If there ever has to be a youth pastor interview, you got to add that in there. Like, what would you do in this situation? Nah, you know that feeling though. I low key had that moment today. Not trying to TMI, but like for some reason your body knows when you're close to a toilet.
That's what happened
It
to
does,
him.
yeah.
He was like
It
tunnel
knows.
vision, dude.
It's like you could be like you're like trying to hold it hard, but like
You're
all of a sudden you get in that bathroom and it's like
it knows.
like it's ready.
It's time.
He just had one of those moments that he just been locked and loaded for like
An
hour.
hour.
And he's sitting there and
And
he,
he
just,
was dialed. He was like, he ain't here. Like in the movies where it'd be like,
Yeah.
you know the person starts to go,
all you hear is
like,
this
and this is like,
heavy breathing.
It's like where's the high pitched like ringing?
Yeah, it was like-
in your
He's running. It's like a movie
Starts to
trailer.
get blurry,
The
like-
lights got a squint
It's
on it.
just
He's
like-
running.
and you just hear the last one. All right, you guys are dismissed.
You guys are just, dude. I know what's even wilder is like, when you think about it too, this man runs into the bathroom and he low key unlocks a superpower.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
rips the door
rips
off.
the door off.
you know he had to
but
go.
simultaneous, like perfect hand-eye coordination.
Like he planned it
One
out.
It was like
button,
one
unzip,
motion.
pants down, perfect tilt. On lap.
I don't know though. He might have had beef with. He might have had real beef
down
with
to
the
the
girl.
second a
Down-
plan.
I've seen. A
Someone
few,
said this
I've
is the
seen a few
average
people-
Taco Bell experience.
Dang. You know what the thing is though is I've seen a lot of people. I've witnessed people in this situation, and it's kind of like, they lose control of like thinking
Yeah.
straight. Like, I literally remember this one scenario with this person really had to go, and literally they lost all, like, they're forgetting to put the car in park is how fast they're running. So, this is like someone needs to do studies.
Someone said this girl's gonna start holding on to the public restroom doors from now on.
Oh yeah,
Nah, you're scarred. Never
You're
using
gonna
a porta potty
have
again.
that's got to be nightmares.
yeah.
Like, you have to go to therapy.
Me
Yeah, I've never
personally-
stepped into a porta potty ever.
Well, me personally, I'm already sketched in another country.
Yeah, that's a fact.
In
She's
a regular
probably, She's
toilet.
probably already like, dang, like I would never
I'm
use a porta
scared.
potty. I'm already scared, but like I'm gonna just do it. Like, what's the worst gonna happen? I'm
What's
gonna
the
only do
worst?
this one time.
Come on, Stacy, stop being
Like, what's the
weird.
worst gonna happen?
I know it's Mexico, but what's the worst that could happen? All over. This sounds like an episode from what's that show?
Hell yeah.
What's that movie with the kids with Alfalfa?
Oh,
Oh, Little Rascals.
Little
Little Rascals. It sounds like a little rascal thing going on here.
okay. So
Damn.
every episode that we've been starting to do is a "Would you rather" segment to close us out.
Pooped on a
I know what
rat.
I'm not doing.
On the docket for this episode is option number 1 from Tyler, where you accidentally fall butt naked into the adjacent cabin with a church that you don't know, with everybody just waiting. You weren't being weird. It was literally an accident. You're not going to get in trouble, but it's freaking awkward, right? Or are you poop kid?
Butt naked. I'm streaking before I'm pooping on someone's lap.
Wait, so it's either be the person that poops on a lap or be
You're the
butt
kid in that
naked in
situation.
front of minors.
Wait, are you getting pooped on or pooping on?
So this kid, I believe it was a kid that sent in when he fell through. It wasn't like his leader, and it's not like it was a leader being bad. It was an accident.
Yeah, it
was
was
an
an
awkward
accident.
situation.
Right.
But still, accidentally
I threw a lot of
be
shade on my man's
exposed
name,
in
but
front of a minor.
as far as we know, it was an accident.
This man Cole's devious, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm
This
not even
man's
trying to,
devious. This man assumed the worst.
I don't want to assume the worst. It's just like, it's one of those things. It's like, that's unbelievable. Like, it's kind of like the poop thing. It's unbelievable. I would question it first.
I don't know if I could be okay.
But when you put it that way, exposed in front of a minor, that's different than what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking like you fall, like you're naked in front of people.
But what he said was in
Right,
the
yeah,
same
no, you're
group
right.
as the
You're
other
right.
youth group.
No, you're right. Like, would you willingly be exposed? I would have to.
But they think that the situation was an accident.
Yes, both are accidents.
Yes.
But what would you rather have an accident? Accidentally poop on somebody or accidentally
Fall into a youth group.
show your meat to young people?
I'm saying like, I don't know if I can answer this question and not be like like there's no win to this.
Okay, wait. Let's answer it this way. You are a student
Can I leave
in
the
both
church?
situations.
Okay, I'm a student in both situations.
You are in high school. You're not an adult yet.
Can I leave the church? Either church. After?
Sure.
Can I leave?
Sure.
after? Can I
Actually,
leave
no,
after?
you
Nope,
can't
you
because your
gotta-
parents drag you to church.
Dang. All right, I'd rather be naked.
I don't know,
Accidentally.
bro. I
I'm
don't-
taking
I might
falling
be
into
poop.
the cabin
I
too.
might be poop kid. Bro, I can't. Once people see your meat, it's over. It's now you. It's
yeah, but
over.
if you're a kid, it's different. There's
no, it's
time.
not because
It was
They
probably
could-
a quick flash too. You had a
But it
towel.
don't
He's like,
matter.
oh,
Yeah,
but it don't matter because it don't matter
Shut the
because it's
door.
over.
He's like, sliding
Internet,
back
no. Yo, I seen so and so's meat. It's like I'd seen it.
in. Yeah, bro,
over.
but like, think about it. What's like? I don't want to be sus, but I think everyone in this room has accidentally seen someone naked before that.
It's
wasn't
just like
supposed to
they'd
happen.
be like, "Oh, that sucks."
Like you've never like accidentally opened the door on someone. Oh, closed it.
But that's not the same though as what happened.
No, but like, see, that's the thing is that's a moment you don't forget. But I feel like it's like 1 in a million. No, it's 1 in a billion. This might be a unique story that's never
But
happened
you get
before.
more leeway because it's like.
No, you walk out with poop on you, your pants, everything.
But you get more elite. But also, you're in a different country. It's an isolated event. This,
except the whole world knows. now.
Everybody knows that.
I don't even think he was.
bro, I don't know. If
I'm
I
going with the
could've-
first option.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know if I
If
could
I'm
be
a-
revealed in that manner.
If I'm in youth group at the time for both scenarios, 100% the first one.
So your whole youth group seeing your
A quick flash.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Worst things could happen, like pooping on someone.
Worst
So
things
wait,
to
what's
happen.
worse, pooping on someone or everybody seeing your Johnson?
Yeah, that's literally what we're asking.
No, I think there's more than just pooping on someone. I think it's like
it's a humiliating.
pooping on another girl in your youth group and you both are butt naked. That's
That's
because now someone saw you anyway. But this time they seen doo-doo on them. You got a mark left.
But you're in front of them though. You could pull your pants up.
You think he was like, oh, hold on.
Well, he was like poop.
He was like, bro.
He like doo-doo, boom. Then he's like, oh.
No,
crap.
but if he went one motion, he was
But he had
fully
a,
exposed.
But he had a turn though.
He hit him with the.
like a pivot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You hit the
Boom.
turn.
But he must have been spraying and praying before he even turned. He was like,
But also we don't know
That's when he
also
knew.
did the story say diarrhea though?
He said they were in Mexico and his stomach had been killing him.
So we don't know.
So
we can't.
that's
assume.
true, but
we don't know.
When
it
it's just-
could have been a solid dude.
No, because those ones you can hold off and they kind of
come on,
the
you
feeling.
can hold a solid poop,
Yeah,
and it
for-
might even go away and come
No,
back.
no, I disagree. I disagree. I've had some solid.
I've
poops. I'm
accidentally
like,
not
dang, bro,
pooped
this-
long enough, and
this
I was
thing-
like scared.
my
I'm like,
dick
it's
is
been a
jumping.
day. It disappeared. I know it's still there. Is this what being constipated feels like?
Listen, I don't know.
Okay,
Man.
come on, buddy. You're smart.
What's your
You're
final-
smart enough. Spicy food. My stomach's killing me.
It
I
does
can't
Right,
not-
but
hold
I don't
it.
want. But I don't want to. This is the thing. I'm looking at the text. I don't want to put something in the text that's not.
That's
there.
fair. That's fair.
I just can't.
So
with
it's
that.
either a poop or John. I don't know. I couldn't be like, dang, bro. Everybody done seen.
Bro, they saw your
seen my
Johnson
mans.
and you pooped on him.
But no, that's added. That's added.
True,
We
but
don't know.
you don't know. Like, imagine they like shoved the door open and both fell out of the porta potty in front of everybody.
There
Like,
could be way worse.
There's
But,
so many-
but that's added. We
That's
know.
true.
it's
I'm not gonna
either
add to the
exposed
text.
or poop.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna infer what the text is giving us.
Okay.
His pants were down. Her pants were down. Even what if we just said this? Forget the poop. You have to go in front of another girl in your youth group. You both pull your pants down and you sit on her lap. No poop involved. That's already weird.
That's already
already
sus.
sus.
Okay, both are weird and sus.
Yeah, both are weird, but that's
But
already
it's
like no
one
poop
person
involved.
to a group of people, men and women, boys and girls. So not only did a girl seen you meet, a man seen you meet.
I'm telling you right now.
So you okay with a man seeing you meet?
Here's how he noticed too. He noticed, and it wasn't the toes. He noticed because the poop kicked back. Like he
that's-
felt it.
No, he did say. He said the seat felt weird.
Yep.
He
See,
did say that.
that's what
but
happened.
I mean, if they're both on the toilet,
See,
that means
that's
they're
what
both
happened. He was
open.
like, "Wait a second. And
So
he was
there's-
like, "It's
there's
Mexico.
a
Must be different
possibility
toilet
that-
seats."
There's a possibility that there's enough space to go to the toilet.
Buddy, it got on her.
Yep.
Dude, we might have to. It's
Yeah.
on
I'm not
her.
saying this. I'm not saying this either or. I'm
He's
saying
just
this
dodging the
and.
question.
I know I answered the question.
Which one?
Dancing.
Okay, you're going the poop one.
Yeah, I'm
Buddy's
going
good
poop.
at dancing.
Poop,
I'm going.
and
poop.
you're
I'm
going
going poop.
fall into another cabin.
Yeah.
I'm taking that one too.
Yeah, I'm going poop.
I'm out.
Chat, what do you say?
Come on.
That's
now.
our final decision.
Come on now.
Details keep details.
That's like your pants ripped. Things went bad. It's embarrassing,
Nah,
but we
Johnson
move forward.
Johnson is Johnson.
They did
man.
not say what the girl's reaction was. There wasn't a whole lot.
Who knows? She might have had a crush on him, but like,
Not anymore.
Dang, buddy, this just took a bad twist. She said she might have liked it.
she might have been like, guess what Johnny did today.
We will wrap this episode up right there. Thank you, Buddy and Cole, for joining the studio. I think we talked about that would you rather question way longer than we probably should have. But if this is your first time listening and you want to send in some stories to the show, you can email us at stories@ygcpodcast.com. We would love to feature your story on Youth Group Chronicles. Again, if you want to be notified for a live, so if you want to get a notification in your inbox, you can go to ygcpodcast.com/updates. Go listen to some old episodes of Youth Group Chronicles or just listen to them all over again. We have people that do that actually multiple times. But thank you all for listening, and we will see you next week.